Good evening, everyone. How are you all tonight? Is this not beautiful Prescott Valley weather? It's going to stay like this all through the evening. The rest of the night, through the parade, you're going to have a warm, beautiful evening. Not like last year when many of us froze to death. So relax, enjoy. We've got a great program for you tonight as we kick off the Holiday Festival of Lights and Prescott Valley's kickoff to the Christmas and holiday season. So thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm Marnie Yule, and I'm with the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I want to thank you for being here, and along with our co-sponsors, the Town of Prescott Valley, their Public Works Department, Parks and Recreation, the Police Department, Ted Leonard, Prescott Pro Sound with us, Chamber staff, Channel 56, Asphalt Paving and Supply, Arizona's Public Service, Yavapai Regional Medical Center. We're all pleased to bring this wonderful evening to you. Couple of things going on. I want to let you know, obviously, restrooms are over in the building there in the Civic Center. After the parade gets started, Santa will be visiting with the kids on the 3rd floor. And during the program, we have Cub Scout Pack 330 selling mistletoe. We'll have a hot chocolate being sold by Girl Scout Troop 1126. And the Optimist Club has chili and soup over there. So if you need something to warm your innards, we got you taken care of right down to below by the doors. So we're going to get started. We're going to bring up our first group. Whoa, they snuck up here behind me. This is the Coyote Springs Elementary School Choir. And they're under the direction of Mr. David Johnson, but Miss Nancy Ruiz is joining us tonight. But actually, through the miracle of technology, Mr. Johnson will be with us tonight. So please enjoy the Coyote Springs Elementary School Choir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Prescott Valley's annual lighting of the Civic Center. My name is David Johnson, and this is the Coyote Springs Choir. Our choir is made up of 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students who rehearse Monday and Wednesday mornings before school. Tonight, we will be singing 4 songs: Put Your Phone Down for Christmas, Les Cloches d'Amour, and Heaven Everywhere. Closing our portion of the show will be a medley of Christmas favorites that you are more than welcome to sing along with. Thank you all for coming, and enjoy the show. Put your phone down for Christmas. Les Cloches d'Amour.
On a
Heaven everywhere. One, two, three, four.
Hear the bells are ringing loud and clear. You can't help but love this time of year.
This concludes the Coyote Springs portion of the show. We hope that you will come join us for our annual Christmas concerts on Wednesday, December 18th and Thursday, December 19th. December 18th will host 2 concerts, kindergarten and first grade starting at 5 p.m. and second and third grades starting at 6:30 p.m. December 19th's concerts will feature our school choir, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, starting at 6 p.m. Both concerts will be held at Glassford Hill Middle School Auditorium. Merry Christmas, and thank you for supporting music at Coyote Springs Elementary and throughout the community as well.
Let's give the Coyote Springs Elementary School Choir another big round of applause. Weren't they terrific? You know, I don't know how many of you out there, parents and grandparents, either performed or sat through Christmas programs yourself as a child, with your kids, or with your grandkids. Raise your hand. So you know all these songs, you probably can sing along. How many times, how many shows did we all do? We're moving things around a little bit, just so we can move the kids a little closer. I noticed they were a little far back, and we want to make sure that if you want to get those pictures, you can, see them very well. This is a very colorful group right now, so we're getting ready for the Franklin Phonetic School Choir, which is under the direction of Mr. Dakota Rutt. I see the Cub Scouts are out there with mistletoe, so be generous. It's by donation. They would love to have your support for their programs and projects they work on. So it's Cub Scout Pack 330, and I see many of you already got your hot chocolate, and then there's from the Girl Scouts, and then soup or chili from the Optimist Club. So lots of things to keep you warm as we enjoy this wonderful Christmas music on this beautiful, beautiful evening here in Prescott Valley. Now, how are you doing, everybody?
We're about ready.
You're about ready. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Dakota Rutt. Please give them a big round and a welcome applause.
It's on, so hold it down. Good evening. Oh, let's try that. Good evening. Good, I'm glad you're here tonight. Lots of festivities going on. Stands before you is the Franklin Phonetic Choir, and we're going to sing 3 songs for you this evening. Our first is entitled Our America, and it's a medley of American tunes. If you know them, sing along.
This land was made for you and me. there's pride in every American heart, and it's time to stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Our next selection is entitled All the Pretty Little Horses, and it's a nice little lullaby for you. But there's something special in the middle.
Hush-a-bye, don't you cry. Go to sleepy little baby. When you wake, you shall have all the pretty little horses. Hush-a-bye, don't you cry. Go to sleepy little baby.
When you wake, you shall have all the pretty little horses.
Blacks and bays, dapples and grays, coach and six, the little horses. Blacks and bays, dapples and grays, coach and six, the little horses. Horses, all the horses, pretty little horses. Hush, my baby, don't you cry. I will sing you a lullaby, lullaby. Hush, my baby, safe from harm, while I cradle you on my arm. Hush-a-bye, don't you cry. Go to sleepy little baby. When you wake, all the pretty little horses, blacks and bays, dapples and grays, coach and six, the little horses. Blacks and bays, dapples and grays, coach and six, the little horses. Horses, all the horses, pretty little horses. Hush-a-bye, don't you cry. Go to sleep, baby.
We have one more selection for you this evening. And it's entitled Grinch! Exclamation point. And it's a medley of songs from the Universal picture Grinch, and I hope you enjoy. I hope you also catch the light parade happening just in a few minutes. We will be in the light parade. We got to hustle our way over there. I hope you have a wonderful and warm evening.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
You're as happy as a cactus, or as charming as you, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, nasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks,
Your soul is full of gum.
Mr. Grinch.
The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote.
Stink, stink, stunk. You're a mean one, Grinch. A furry green one, Grinch. The meanest I've seen one, Grinch. Shoo-be-doo-wop-bop-bop, shoo-doo-wop. Shoo-be-doo-wop-bop-bop, shoo-doo-wop. Shoo-be-doo-wop-bop-bop, shoo-doo-wop. Shoo-be-doo-bop, shoo-wop. Got the Christmas tree, I got the memories, I got the box of decorations.
I got the tinsel strung, the mistletoe's been hung. I've got the means of celebration.
I got the lights on all the skies are dreaming snow. I got the old logs burning bright. On the Christmas tree,
I've got you here with me.
I got the perfect Christmas night. Shoo-be-doo-wop-bop-bop, shoo-doo-wop. Shoo-be-doo-wop-bop-bop, shoo-doo-wop. Shoo-be-doo-wop-bop-bop, shoo-doo-wop. Shoo-be-doo-wop, shoo-wop. Got the lots of dreams about the Christmas Eve, but tonight I won't be sleeping.
Happy cross beyond, have all my troubles gone. With the spirit I've been keeping.
I got the presents wrapped, I got the boxes stacked, I got all those Christmas lights all around the tree.
Like it all should be.
I got the perfect Christmas night, shoo-be-doo-wop-bop-bop, on the Christmas tree. I got you here with me. I got the perfect Christmas night, the perfect Christmas night.
Thank you very much. My name again is Mr. Dakota Rutt, and this is the Franklin Phonetic School Choir.
Okay, let's give another big round of applause to the Franklin Phonetic School Choir. Weren't they great? And they were dressed so fun. You know, they had ugly sweaters on and pajamas and lights and everything. And we had to move. We're moving everybody a little closer so you can get those pictures. Again, I want to thank our partners and sponsors who make this evening, our kickoff to the Christmas holiday season, possible. The town of Prescott Valley, Public Works. You've got to give a big round of Public Works because they work so hard. When we switch the lights on from tonight, you will see this place glow like never before. They start working way into end of September into October, a little bit of a time, and pretty soon you're going to have what you see tonight. And so we have to hats off to them. Also, our partners, the Prescott Valley Parks and Recreation Department, the police department, who is out there helping us close the roads and direct traffic for the parade. Teddy Leonard and Prescott Pro Sound, I mean, making everybody sound so wonderful, and that's what makes the voices you hear tonight resonate throughout this beautiful Civic Center. Channel 56 is recording this tonight. There will be playback time so you can watch it throughout the season and see your kids and share it again. APS, Yavapai Regional Medical Center, Asphalt Paving and Supply, and of all of us at the Chamber of Commerce, we're happy to be here. So we're going to bring in our next group right now, and that is the Bradshaw Mountain Middle School Choir under the direction of Ms. Ardith Mosier. Come on in. We'll get them lined up here. And again, thank you for sharing your evening with us. After we turn the lights on in the Civic Center, we'll be starting the parade about 6:15, and this year we have about 48 entries, so it's going to be a lovely and beautiful parade tonight. So, okay, and here is the Bradshaw Middle School Choir, Mountain Middle School Choir, along with Ardith Mosier.
I'm serious, hands at your sides. Make sure you're just as close as possible. You'll stay running that way, too. Okay? Hands at your sides. Animated faces. Thank you so much for staying around to hear the Bradshaw Mountain Middle School Choir. I am Ardith O. Moser, and I have the privilege of directing this choir. I would like to let you know what my philosophy is, because I think you're probably going to be wanting to listen to the purity of these voices. We have an a cappella choir for you tonight. A cappella means they cannot rely on any instruments but the sound of their voices singing in unison or harmony. So I am trying to help them learn to be very independent singers, these 7th and 8th graders. So please do be listening for that tonight, because we really want to show you how hard we've been working to be an a cappella choir.
Here we come a-caroling among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and a Merry Christmas too. And we wish you a Happy New Year. And we wish you a Happy New Year. Here we come a-caroling. We are not daily beggars who beg from door to door, but we are neighbors' children whom you have seen before. Love and joy come to you, and a Merry Christmas too. And we wish you a Happy New Year. And we wish you a Happy New Year.
Here, sing that with me.
Here,
Oh my God. Everybody
here,
and
here we come a-caroling. Bless the master of this house, likewise the mistress too, and all the little children, a wish from us to you. Love and joy come to you, and a Merry Christmas too. And we wish you a Happy New Year. And we wish you a Happy New Year. Here we come a-caroling. Here we come a-caroling.
we like some of the old favorites. We like some of the old favorites. So we're going to carol you with Silver Bells.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Streets of streetlights, even stoplights, flicker bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids march. This is Santa's big scene, and above all this bustle you'll hear silver bells, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
This is definitely a favorite, and I actually did watch the movie again the other night, and I really truly believe that this choir can sing this song as well as the children in the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere. Yuletide by the fireside and joyful memories there. Christmas time is Christmas time is we'll be drawing. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through
Another old-time favorite. Hope you like it. Winter Wonderland. Somewhere.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is a bluebird. Here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along. Walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman, and we'll then pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
There are a lot of different lyrics I've discovered to this favorite song, "Oh Christmas Tree," and I think you're going to hear a little different take on it tonight. And then you might want to listen for a different language at the end, which they have learned.
Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. They're green when summer days are bright. They're green when winter snow is white. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, much pleasure sure you bring me. Oh Christmas tree, much pleasure sure you bring me. When we Christmas tree, we want a Christmas tree. Oh Christmas tree, much pleasure sure you bring me. Oh Tannenbaum, rejoice in thine own planter. Oh Tannenbaum, rejoice in thine own planter. The grocery stores are somber sight, night knocking winter vanished night. Oh Tannenbaum, rejoice in thine own planter.
Good job. And to finishing things up for you tonight, we would like to get a little ahead of the game here, since this is what we're going to do. We're going to deck the halls.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Dawn renowned.
Thank you. Okay, you go on that way and don't fall going down the steps, okay? And Aaron, can you grab my stand?
Let's give another round of applause to the Bradshaw Mountain Middle School Choir. Just a couple of reminders. Santa Claus will be visiting with the kids on the third floor of the Civic Center around 6:30. And also the library will be open till 8:30, so you can go in and view the created trees and then do your people's choice. But there's a lot of wonderful creative trees over there, so be sure and go over to the library. If not tonight, make a trip over and see the work that some people and organizations have done. Okay, right now it's my pleasure to introduce our mayor, Mr. Cal Palguda.
Welcome, everyone. For those of you that were here last year, you would have remembered that there was a podium here. And apparently, due to budget cuts, we're not using a podium this time. So I'm stuck here holding my speech because I don't want to forget anything. So please just bear with me. Those of you that have heard me talk, I often like to include a story from my family. And those of you that remember, I have 4-year-old twins and a 10-year-old son. So with that being said, those that have 4-year-olds know that they are very inquisitive, and having twins, we get double the dose, my wife and I. So just recently, my 4-year-old son started asking me if God made trees, and if God made grass, and if God made Santa Claus. And I asked him, well, what do you think? And his response to me was, just so I get this right, was God makes everything. God makes people happy. Santa Claus makes people happy. So of course God made Santa Claus. And I couldn't have said it any better to him. So please remember that no matter what religion you believe in or do not believe in, please know that we need to still take a moment during this holiday season to be happy for what we have in our lives and to do what we can to help support those that are less fortunate. This is what we need to do as a community to set us apart from other cities and towns who have that every person attitude. We are Prescott Valley, and we are different. And with anything, you can just imagine the planning that goes involved with this. This doesn't happen overnight. These lights don't get set up, the roads don't get blocked off, and we don't get to enjoy this evening without good planning. So I'd like to just, for a moment, if we can all just put our hands together to thank the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce, Parks and Rec, Public Works and Facilities, and of course Santa Claus for taking time out of his busy schedule to be here tonight. So let's give a round of applause for that. And not only do these lights represent Christmas, they're also a sign, and I hate to get ahead of it, but that the new year is coming. And with that being said, I'd like to share with you my Christmas wish list and New Year's plans. Number 1, I'd like good health and prosperity to come to all residents of Prescott Valley. Number 2, I'd like God to look over our first responders and active military personnel who may not be home for Christmas, and if not for them, you and I may not be able to celebrate this holiday season and be home with our loved ones. Number 3, I would like that all of our hearts be warmed and inspired with love, giving, and charity to those who may not be as fortunate as others. And finally, to wrap this up, and I don't know if Santa Claus can fit it under our Christmas tree here in Prescott Valley, but on my Christmas and New Year's wish list will be a brand new YMCA to come to our town. So let's hope. And with that being said, thanks again, folks, for coming out. And we're going to bring Marnie back up for a special story that all the little ones and the big ones will enjoy as well. So let's welcome Marnie back up.
Thank you. Okay. Let's please give a big round of applause to our Mayor, Cal Palguda, please. I second all those wishes. Well, it's time now for the night before Christmas, so I'm going to invite all the kiddos to come up on stage and sit with me, or any one of them that just wants to stand in front, and they're gonna help me read the story, and then afterwards, I have a couple of volunteer elves that are going to pass out candy canes for everyone. So. Charlie could too. Closer. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. You certainly can. You can stand right there. You can stand right here. Yes. Stand right here. You can stand right there if you want. We can just, everybody, because I need everybody to help me tell this story. Do you know the story Night Before Christmas? Yeah. Do you know? Okay, I'm going to read it, and then when you know the part, I want you to step in and say it out with me, okay? Ready? Everybody sitting down? Oh my gosh, look at these wonderful children. This is what the Christmas season and holidays are all about, is the beautiful voices and the smiles on children's faces, and this is my favorite part. So, 'twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder, on Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wind hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas. And then a twinkling I heard on the roof, the prenching and pawing of each little. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and a bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. The chin on his beard was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A twink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving him nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, ready? Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Yay! Let's give them a round of applause. Isn't they wonderful? I could not do this without you. Where's my elves with candy canes? Where's my elves? Bye, sweetheart. Thank you. You got it?
You okay? You got this?
One of these years I'm going to need help.
Everyone knows it.
Yeah, I know who they're supposed to come up. Okay, we have Mayor Cal Palguda. He's going to count down for us as we get ready to light up the Civic Center. So I'd like to invite all of our council members to please join us. Mrs. Palguda, would you please join us? Is the chief joining us here? Please, Chief. Mike from PVDF, Mike and Karenina, come on up, please. We like lots of voices to help us count down. Yeah.
No, what are they doing? It's over by Tia.
Okay, I see. Come on, Mike. Come on, you guys. Help us count down. Do I have any chamber board members, council members? Where's Marty?
He was around the side.
He was just there.
Councilwoman Hunt, I know you were there with us a minute ago. There she is.
Lincoln, you want to come here? You want to come up here to count it down? Okay, go sit with Tia.
Okay, I'm going to actually thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been my pleasure to serve as your host. I want to thank everybody that's made this evening possible. And now I'd like to turn it over to our wonderful mayor to count down the lighting of the Civic Center for 2019.
All right, everyone. This is one of the things we've been waiting for, right? So here we go. Join me, please, when we count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.